Hey, thanks for joining me for another episode of What's That All About? As you can see, you won't see me for a little bit, only just because I'm showing off the heroes that I'm going to be focusing on today. And they're awesome. And I, even as a child, was known to be quite the aficionado of superheroes. My mother tells me I don't really have a lot of memories before I was 9. So the picture that I am going to show you is one of me as a small child with my brother, and I am dressed up over my adorably footied pajamas in pink, I think they are. And I've got my Wonder Woman, or as I called her, Underwoman. And yeah, we fought crime. So, there's no shame in my game. I could care less. And my brother, he was great as Spidey Man. He never said Spider Man, he said Spidey Man. And yeah, we were crime fighting pretty early on. So we were kind of badass, if you know what I mean. So, anyway, when I actually learned they were real superheroes, I sort of flipped my lid. I was super excited. Now, what you may not know, or what I may not have mentioned to you, is that I am absolutely insanely over the top, probably a bit more than I should be, obsessed with superheroes and Marvel and DC and just about anything you can think of with superhero, even Sylvester Stallone's movie, The Samaritan. I even got into that because it was superhero like. It's pretty good. You might want to watch it if you. Anyway, not here to endorse Sylvester Stallone. He doesn't need the money. Um, but I've got trinkets. I've got a Captain America shield. I've got Thor's hammer. I mean, I don't know if it's the Thor's hammer, but in my mind it is. I've got tons of stuff. I've got Iron Man's helmet and gloves. I've got all sorts of cool, absolutely fantastic. And I have to tell you, if you didn't watch my interview with my buddy Mark, the dude, he's really responsible for that stuff because we give each other silly Christmas presents. Well, we used to when we were working together. And honestly, like, he is the responsible party behind all of it. And I couldn't be happier. It's just awesome. But anyway, so there are a ton of real superheroes out there. And I'm humbled by how many there are and how many people are out there that are willing to just step up and just be amazing and wonderful and selfless and all these incredible things. But I didn't realize that they were worldwide. I mean, dude, we got America, we've got United States, which is what I'm gonna be focusing on the United States, but then they've got them in the UK, they've got Australia, Argentina, Canada, Brazil, China, Colombia, even Finland, France, Israel, Italy, Japan. I'd love to see Japan. Anyway, Mexico and Sweden. And those are just some of them. There's more. Like, there's tons more. But it's like, holy crap. And now you've already seen some of the pictures. I'm just going to be singling them out for you because they probably went a little fast in the video. But so the earliest one, there's also leagues. Oh my God. So you know how there's like the Justice League for DC? Well, there's in the Avengers, obviously mm, my Avengers, but there's there's leagues and groups and super squads and guardians and all that cool stuff too. So we'll get to that after we look at our heroes. All right. Okay. The earliest example of real life superheroes, or as they call themselves, RLSH, was California's Richard Allen Pesta. His alias was Captain Sticky. Oh, by the way, the names of some of these guys are fucking outstanding. Outstanding. Like the best things I've ever heard. All right, around 1974, wearing a blue jumpsuit with a gold. Takes a lot of balls for some of these people to wear these things too. Anyway, I know I just love them. A blue suit, gold cape, and boots, driving. Oh, wait for it, the Sticky Mobile. I love it. He campaigned against abuses in nursing homes and he supplied information on health insurance scams and frauds to authorities. I mean, he may not be a, larger than life personality, but man, he started, things off. So good for him. All right, next up we have here Master Legend, who assists with the homeless of Orlando. I should note, these guys are sort of regional. Like they stick to their regions, and which is great because I mean everybody, the whole planet needs them, and our country certainly does. All right. Master Legend, who assists with the homeless of Orlando. Right. Okay. And is a member of the Justice Crusaders. How cool is that? Amazon even based a 2017 black comedy series called Legend of Master Legend on his superhero persona. Persona. God. All right, next up we have Shadow Hair. I love it. Shadow Hair. He wears a mask and cape, as you can see, and patrols Milford, Ohio. Now he's armed with tasers, pepper spray, and handcuffs. I'm just wondering if he's now packing something a little heavier, considering just the way the world is these days, but I don't know. All right, next up, Mr. Extreme. Now he's a security guard by day, but free time, he's costumed up and he's a crime fighter handing out food and juice in San Diego, California. I know they don't sound like they're, warding off like Thanos or anything, but come on. They're still superheroes. They're doing the jobs that need to be done, right? Oh, I love them. I couldn't find pictures of this one, even though it is probably my favorite name of all of them. Captain Oyster. Come on. That's the best. All right. Whose real name is Liam Davenport. He patrols Queens neighborhoods looking for late night crimes and to solve them. He uses intimidation and intellectual discourse. I'm telling you right now, if I can find a picture for him, I'm just going to post it, and because that just sounds outstanding. Intimidation and intellectual discourse. I just think I'd love to see that fight. All right, next up we have Crimson Fist and his wife Metadata. Isn't that great? And they patrol Atlanta twice a month because as schedules permit, right? And they help the homeless, which is wonderful. And then we have, let's see, Wall Creeper. There's another one called Zen Blade, but I couldn't find him. But they patrol Denver, Colorado. I think they could probably use it. And next up, we have The Watchman. I couldn't find the other one, but it's Moon Dragon. That's another one that they were reported patrolling Milwaukee in 2009. They were seen because these people are like pretty secretive. Like you don't see them all the time. They're behind the scenes a little bit. So these names, God, they're just so great. All right, next up is my favorite because it's a woman and it's my favorite woman one. Her name is Terrifica Awesome. She is New York based, New York City based, and she patrols bars and parties to protect drunk and disorderly women from getting into any kind of trouble and being taken advantage of. And since the mid 90s, she's been wearing a mask, blonde wig, red boots, and a cape, as you can see. And I'm telling you, I'm guessing she doesn't draw a whole bunch of attention in New York City. I'm guessing that that's sort of normal there. Maybe, maybe not. All right. In 2010, this next guy, the Viper, was stopped by police in Tennessee for patrolling the streets after midnight in a black and green mask, as you see here, costume. And he claimed that he was, quote, best quote of the day, just a guy trying to do what was right in tights. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, next up, Dark Guardian of New York. Now, his real name is Chris Pollock. He has patrolled the streets of New Jersey and New York since he was 19. Looks like he could still really go out there and do it. Now, in 2017, he became the head of the Guardian Angels, a volunteer crime prevention organization. I've heard of them. Have you heard of them? I've heard of them. They're kind of badass. They take care of business, man. They really do. This next one is called The Eye of Mountain View in California. He's a licensed investigator and he uses homemade gadgets to fight crime. And honestly, his wife, I couldn't find a picture of her, but her name's awesome. Lady Mystery. Outstanding. Outstanding. Okay. Now, this dude might be the most legit hero on the list. Okay. Phoenix Jones. Now, he's a mixed martial artist who patrols Seattle, Washington in search of criminal activity. Now, he's got a bulletproof vest. He's got one of those stab plates. I don't know if what the heck? I don't know what the technical name is, but a stab plate. I don't know. And initially, he was wearing a ski mask to intervene in public assault, but later he donned a whole official costume and adopted the pseudonym. Easy for me to say. So I mentioned the leagues, right? Like like the groups of them that come together. All right. This first one here, actually, I'm probably first running the little clip of all of them, but when that's done, I'm gonna pick up for Emerald City Heroes. Okay, Emerald City Heroes organization, or Echo. All right, and they're made up of Skyman, Red Ranger, El Caballero, and Dragon. And they are monitoring in this picture the 2017 May Day protests in Seattle. Now, next up we have the Rain City superhero movement. It's a group of former real life superheroes in Seattle, and our buddy Phoenix Jones is in it. And also we have Buster Doe, a hero called No Name. It's not that creative, but Troop, and then Penelope. How cool. Oh, next up we have real life superheroes are Captain Prospect, Justice, Zor Zoria, Nice Ninja. I love that. DC Guardian, Siren, Pussler, outstanding again, and Silver Streak. Now, they're all members of the Capital City Super Squad in Washington, D.C. I'd love to just see one of these guys running around. I'd love to see him go to the Capitol and make some speeches. All right, Salt Lake City Weekly reported on the patrols of the Black Monday Society. I'm going to be honest; these guys kind of scare me. They look a little intimidating, but maybe that's the point, right? Um, this team is made up of Insignius, Ghost, Ha, and Silver Dragon. Okay. Now, Mr. Extreme founded the Extreme Justice League, you'll see here, that helps de escalate street fights and helps the homeless. There's also, you know what? Do you remember in 2017 there was a country music concert, there was a shooting, and the result of that shooting, there is now a training center in Las Vegas called the Superhero Foundry, and that came directly from that horrible shooting. So there are people out there, guys, they're better than me. They're better than me. I mean, they're going out there and doing the job that I could never do. My God, I would be crippled. But they're just the tip of the iceberg. They're fantastic. They're just wonderful people, and my hat's off to them. And I hope I do get to thank them one day if I ever have to see them. Hopefully, I'm not seeing them because I'm being rescued, but um, I don't know. They're just pretty amazing, and I wanted you to know about them, okay? All right. So until next time, I hope you are staying happy and healthy. Stay weird. Stay weird. And take care. Bye.